In the chaos of life, when external pressures mount, how do you maintain inner peace? How can you lead with wisdom, even when the world around you seems to be crumbling? For Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, the answer lay in the practice of Stoicism, a philosophy that guided him through political, personal, and military challenges. His Meditations, a collection of personal reflections, offers us a glimpse into the mind of a ruler who faced one of the most tumultuous periods in Roman history, yet remained steadfast in his principles. In this video, we'll explore how Marcus Aurelius applied Stoic teachings to lead effectively through crises, and how his example continues to offer timeless wisdom for navigating our own modern struggles. His philosophy teaches us that the key to resilience is not in avoiding hardship, but in cultivating the right mindset to endure it. So, how did Marcus Aurelius do it? How did he turn his internal philosophy into practical action during times of war, disease, and personal loss? Welcome to the unfolding journey, where we explore timeless wisdom from the greatest minds of history, applying their teachings to enrich our lives today. If you're passionate about philosophy, personal growth, and learning from the masters, you're in the right place. In each video, we delve into the principles that have shaped civilizations and continue to guide individuals on their journey toward wisdom and understanding. Today, we're diving into the life and meditations of Marcus Aurelius, one of the most revered Stoic philosophers and a leader whose personal writings continue to inspire millions around the world. So, if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and let's embark on this journey of discovery together. Marcus Aurelius was not just an emperor. He was a philosopher king, a ruler who sought to live by the Stoic principles of wisdom, virtue, and self-control. Born in 121 AD, Marcus became emperor in 161 AD, and his reign was marked by near-constant warfare, political unrest, and personal suffering. Despite the challenges he faced, Marcus Aurelius is remembered not for his military conquests, but for his calm, measured approach to leadership. What sets Marcus apart is that he didn't simply read Stoic texts or speak about Stoicism. He lived it. His Meditations, written over a period of years, were a private record of his reflections and attempts to apply Stoic teachings to his life. These writings, intended for his own self-improvement, offer powerful insights into how he used philosophy as a tool for personal growth and leadership. Before we dive into Marcus Aurelius's life, it's important to understand the basic principles of Stoicism, the philosophy that shaped his thinking. Stoicism teaches that our happiness and peace of mind are not dependent on external circumstances, but on how we respond to them. Stoics believe that we cannot control the events that happen to us, but we can control our reactions. Key principles of Stoicism include: virtue is the only good, the pursuit of virtue. Wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance is the highest goal of life. External wealth, fame, or status are not true goods. Control what you can, accept what you can't. Focus on your own actions and thoughts, which are within your control, and accept what is outside of it. Emotions are a result of judgment. Negative emotions like anger, fear, or sadness are the result of misguided judgments about the world. The Stoic approach is to recognize these emotions and correct the judgments that cause them. Live in accordance with nature, the Stoic sees the universe as rationally ordered and in a state of constant change. Accepting this natural order, including the inevitability of death, is essential to living a fulfilling life. For Marcus, these principles were not abstract concepts, they were daily practices. His Meditations reflect how he wrestled with personal setbacks, political crises, and the weight of leadership, all while striving to maintain an inner peace that allowed him to lead with wisdom and strength. Stoicism in action: Marcus Aurelius and his challenges. The Plague of 165 AD. One of the most testing periods in Marcus Aurelius's life was the Antonine Plague, which struck the Roman Empire in 165 AD and lasted for several years. The plague devastated the population, killing perhaps up to 1/4 of the population. As emperor, Marcus found himself not only dealing with a health crisis, but also the administrative and emotional toll it took on his people and his soldiers. In his meditations, Marcus reflects on the fragility of life and the inevitability of death, key Stoic teachings. Rather than succumb to despair, he used the plague as a reminder to live in accordance with nature and to focus on what he could control. He writes, "What stands in the way becomes the way." This powerful quote encapsulates his Stoic mindset. Rather than seeing obstacles as barriers, he viewed them as opportunities for growth. The plague, like other hardships, became a test of his character. He practiced acceptance and kept his mind focused on the task at hand, leading his people through an overwhelming crisis while maintaining his own emotional stability. The Marcomannic Wars, 166 to 180 AD. Another defining challenge during Marcus's reign was the Marcomannic Wars, a series of military conflicts fought on the northern frontier of the Roman Empire against Germanic tribes. While the wars were a direct military concern, they also placed enormous emotional and psychological strain on Marcus. He had to make difficult decisions that affected not only his soldiers but also his family, his friends, and the future of the empire. In these moments of uncertainty and bloodshed, Marcus Aurelius turned inward to his Stoic teachings. His meditations reveal his efforts to remain calm under pressure, finding solace in the knowledge that he was acting in accordance with his principles. He writes, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This Stoic approach to adversity shows how Marcus internalized the idea that challenges are not obstacles, but opportunities for growth. Whether in war or peace, Marcus Aurelius remained steadfast in his duty, embracing hardship as part of life's natural flow. Personal struggles and loss. Aside from the public and political pressures, Marcus Aurelius also faced personal hardships that tested his Stoic resolve. His family life was fraught with tragedy. His beloved wife, Faustina, died in 175 AD, and he outlived several of his children. In the face of these personal losses, Marcus turned to his philosophy for comfort. He practiced amor fati, the love of fate, accepting that death and loss were natural parts of life. He recognized that grief and sorrow, while painful, were inevitable, and thus, he made a conscious effort to transcend them. His meditations are full of reflections on the transitory nature of life. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do, and say, and think. This line speaks to Marcus's continual awareness of mortality, which grounded him in the present moment and reminded him to focus on living virtuously, regardless of the external circumstances. Marcus Aurelius's Stoicism was not limited to his personal life. It deeply informed his leadership style. As emperor, he faced not only military threats but also political intrigue, corruption, and the constant pressure of being at the top of a vast empire. However, his Stoic mindset helped him lead with humility, justice, and wisdom. He constantly reminded himself of his role as a servant to the people, rather than a ruler above them. He writes in his meditations, "The best way to avenge yourself is to not be like that." This quote reflects Marcus's commitment to acting with virtue, even when others might act immorally or unfairly. He practiced forgiveness and self-control, choosing not to be driven by anger or revenge. His Stoic approach to leadership emphasized the importance of maintaining inner peace, regardless of the turbulence around him. Marcus Aurelius's life and meditations offer a remarkable example of how to live and lead with wisdom, especially in the face of adversity. Through the practice of Stoic principles, he was able to navigate the most challenging moments of his reign, be it the ravaging plague, military conflict, or personal loss, while maintaining a sense of inner calm and steadfast leadership. His teachings remind us that while we cannot control the world around us, we can control our reactions. In times of peace or crisis, our ability to cultivate resilience, stay true to our values, and focus on what we can change makes all the difference. As we face our own struggles, Marcus Aurelius's example invites us to reflect on how we too can apply Stoic wisdom in our lives. Can we meet adversity with calm and clarity? Can we accept what we cannot change and focus on acting virtuously, regardless of external circumstances? Thank you for joining us on this journey through the Stoic wisdom of Marcus Aurelius. If you've found inspiration in his teachings, Don't forget to subscribe to The Unfolding Journey for more insights on philosophy, personal growth, and how to apply timeless wisdom to modern life. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video and share it with anyone who could benefit from Marcus Aurelius's profound perspective on life and leadership. Remember, the path to wisdom is a journey, one step at a time. Let's continue unfolding together.